morning, darling. Good morning. Good morning. Let's have our coffee together. Gotta hide my fingernails. I haven't taken my polish off. It's all chipped. That happened a lot when I was a young girl and, experimenting with colored polish. And now I'm very careful about it usually, but now I go like this. We all do things like that, I know. Today I want to talk about The Bachelor. Do you watch that TV show? Oh my God. Oh, those girls need me. Oh. I want to know, darling, what you think about the fantasy suite. Last night I was watching, and I get caught up in these things. It's just like I'm a teenager, I guess, but I do. And I identify with the girls, and I think, what are you doing? And I'm not a prude, and even though I was a virgin when I got married, my God, that was a disaster. So, I don't think that's the way to go necessarily. But what bothered me last night was that these girls, each one of them, one after the other, went to the fantasy suite with this guy. And of course, I don't know what happens in the fantasy suite. Thank God they turn off the lights and the cameras. But at one time they talked about what happened in the fantasy suite, but they don't now. And perhaps I'm being, old-fashioned. But if indeed they're having sex, I cannot even imagine those girls going into the fantasy suite with this guy after another girl has been there and they know what's happening. To me, that's so repulsive. And I was hoping last night, I kept hoping that one of the girls would say no. They wouldn't go into the fantasy suite. But every one of them did. Now, do you think I'm being, prudish? How do you feel about it? Really, I'd like to know. There's so much out there now that's risque that we don't even think anything of it. I mean, look at Miley Cyrus, for God's sake. But I do think something about it. I think that a little modesty goes a long way. A little mystery goes a long way. I think that these girls who allow themselves to be used are really putting a huge mark on their lives that's not appropriate for them. And I fuss about it with myself. I think, am I wrong? Or is this, well, it isn't a matter of right and wrong, I guess. It's a matter of how we feel about ourselves, our generation, their generation. And I know that things have changed. The morality, there is no morality that I see in many cases. That's what bothers me. Now, it would bother me too if these girls, and some of them have, I think, on The Bachelor in the past. You see, I watch these shows. Does that surprise you? They, if they were like uptight virgins who weren't going to be touched until they got in the marriage bed, given our society today, I would find that kind of peculiar. And a fellow, my God, we never expect the fellow to be a virgin. Somebody's got to know what to do. I wish I'd known that when I married my first husband. I was 18. He was 25. Neither one of us knew anything. He still doesn't. Well, I don't know that much either. But I watch these shows, and I love The Idol. I like it. But the funny thing, I listen, and I close my eyes and listen to some of the singers, and I think, oh, that one's so out of tune. I know the judges are going to say, honey, we love you, but no. No, instead they love the one I don't like. I don't like the voice. I love all of them. Well, you know, whatever love is. But I like all of them. I want them to succeed. And the problem I have is I want them all to win. So anyway, I'm just talking about that, but mostly about The Bachelor, morality, modesty, a little mystery, maybe a lot of mystery. Tell me what you think, would you, darling? You gonna send me home? Do I just have to go back home and go to bed and forget it all? I'm so out of date. I don't think I am, though. But you tell me.